A couple balls flooded out on my wrist. 6K off the lick, I spent it on the bitch. Up in the county jugging, I got it lit. Back in the field, I'm rushing.
What's up, guys? So today I got a client that needed their garage door repainted. So I'm gonna hop right into it. Got my materials ready. I did a little bit of prep. So I start off by giving the garage door a good little wipe. You know, wipe them down. Mr. Miyake style. Wax on, wax off. I know you see me with the fancy handwork. I had to come back, speed it up a little bit, because you know, I don't really like taking too much time on my jobs. I be trying to make sure I get in, get out. You know, last thing I want the client to feel is milked or, you know, bamboozled. I'm not trying to finesse. So my client was nice enough, you know what I'm saying, to bring me a cup of water, but it wasn't very COVID friendly. I prefer bottles, you know, nowadays. And unfortunately, something had flew into it right after she gave me, so I had to kind of just leave it. But I continued. And just touching up, doing my prep, you know what I'm saying? The prep is real, definitely real in the field. So now I'm ready to paint. I get my tray. For those who don't know nothing about it, you get that tray, you need to get some plastic liners for that tray too. Don't pour the paint straight in the tray, man. You use the liners so you can reuse the tray. So I pour a good, you know, healthy amount up in there. Snap that back on so I don't have no spills, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so I dip the brush and I'm gonna get a nice drippy coat. I'm gonna get a nice thick coat on it, so I'm gonna leave the brush, you know, the roller dripping when I want it to be dripping, you hear me? I like to get my roller nice and wet, you hear me? I like to get the roller drippy, you feel me? So I can get a nice thick coat when I start my cutting. So I'm gonna start on the outer edges, you know, so I can make sure when I hit the full coat, when I do the full roll, all my outer edges match up perfectly with the tone of my full roll. You feel me? So I continue to go ahead and cut the outer edges until I make my way to the center, and I can start my full roll. And I gotta go back, get some more, because I told you I like to keep my roller nice and wet, you know what I'm saying? I like to keep it dripping so the coat go on thick and I ain't gotta do a second coat later on. So as I make my way over to the other end, I start my cutting line down the sidewall, being careful to move away that weather stripping. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit on my finger, but that ain't no problem, as long as it don't get in my hair. So I'm just about done cutting. I go back for another refill, you hear me? And I start cutting that bottom half, that bottom line. Floorboard, basically, that base. Like I said, quick, short little rolls, you know. Keep from overpainting, you know, quick, you know, light control rolls as I continue to cut the bottom of that garage door. Just about made to the other end. A few little touch-ups here and there. So I'm just about done with my cutting. Now it's time to start the full roll. So I start in the middle since I hit most of the top. I started that second row, not the middle, but technically the middle of the second row. Tomato, tomato, potato, whatever. So I keep it going, you know. Again, short control rolls. You don't want to overpaint nothing. Real smooth and steady on it, you know what I'm saying? Got the top just about done. Steady rolling, steady roll. Now I bring it down a notch, come back for a refill. Keep it nice and drippy, nice and drippy. Thick coats. You'll thank me later. Real clean and smooth across the top. So I can make my way down to the second row. Look like this top layer, this top row should be just about good to go. I start to bring in that middle line where the crease is at, or the partition of the garage door. I go on, hit that spot, and I work my way down. As you can see, I'm hitting my vertical patterns. I know you see the roll is going horizontal, but I'm going up and down with it, so it's a vertical pattern right now. So I'm hitting my vertical patterns. Now you can see I might angle it every now and then just to make sure I fill in all those crevices. Then I'm gonna go back with my horizontal. Now I got my horizontal roll pattern going. Like I said, just hitting them partition lines, or the breakaway line where the garage door is gonna break away. I want to be a real nice smooth coat all the way across. So I know there's a gap up in there. Some of that paint gonna kind of seep in. I don't want to lose too much, so I go over it again. So I'm hitting my horizontal roll patterns, and then I noticed a little ladybug. I rescued it. It fell. I picked it back up again, but it fell again. I don't know, man. It was like it had a death. I set it safely away from the paint, and I continue to hit my horizontal roll patterns. Being careful to make sure I hit each door, being thorough with it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just about done with my vertical and horizontal roll patterns. As you can see, it's starting to fill in nicely. Can't really see a distinctive color change because they really only went with one shade lighter. But you can see the nice clean coat up on that thing. Yeah. So boy, keep on feather and keep on rolling. Being thorough to hit each square on all four sides, all four faces of it. Once I done hit every square, then I go ahead and do my last touch up. Go over it, take a step back, look, hit it wherever I see any type of blemishes, any type of fade spots, light spots, anything like that, any imperfections. This is where I'm gonna catch it now before I present it to the client. Touching up. Light control, stroke still. Even though I'm near the finish line, I'm still gonna compose myself, because the last thing I need is for a disaster to happen close to the finish. And I have to start all over or explain it to the client. So this is a step back view of the finished result. As you can see, my client was definitely satisfied with my work.
Couple balls flooded out on my wrist. 6K off the lick, I spent it on the bitch. Up in the county jugging, I got it lit. Back in the field.
Today's client is a celebrity.
Nowadays
Guess who?
they just talk, but
Let's
they
work.
talk about nothing. Nowadays